The road stretched ahead, a thin strip of asphalt swallowed by towering redwoods. The only light came from the sliver of moon above, barely enough to guide my steps. I pulled my jacket tighter, shivering. It wasn't just the cold that raised the hairs on my arms. It was the feeling that I wasn't alone. Hitchhiking was never my first choice, but I didn't have many options. The last gas station was miles back, and my feet ached from walking. Every rustling leaf, every distant snap of a twig sent my heart racing. I tried to shake it off, just the wind, just animals. But the deeper I went, the stronger the feeling became. Something was watching. Then I heard it, a whisper carried on the wind. "Run, run, run!" I froze, my breath hitched in my throat. I turned sharply, scanning the darkness, but the trees only stood in eerie silence. My pulse pounded in my ears as I quickened my pace. Leaves crunched behind me. Not just an echo, footsteps. I darted off the road into the trees, pressing my back against a massive redwood. My breath came in shallow gasps, my body trembling. The whispers hadn't stopped. Run, run, run. I wanted to, but my legs refused to move. The footsteps slowed, deliberate, circling. Shadows danced between the trees, moving too fast, too fluid to be human. Then the smell hit me, something rancid, like rotting meat and coppery blood. My stomach twisted. A voice cut through the air, low and guttural. "Smell that?" Laughter answered, high-pitched and childlike, but wrong. Still warm. I clenched my jaw to keep from making a sound, pressing a hand over my mouth. My body screamed at me to run, but I knew if I moved, they would see me. The footsteps stopped. The forest fell into unnatural silence. Then, scratch, 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 the tree shuddered. My stomach dropped as I realized they were climbing, clawing their way up the redwood above me, hunting from above. If I ran, they'd pounce. If I stayed, they'd peel me from this tree like bark. A wet, clicking noise came from the branches above. Then something dropped right in front of me. It was tall, impossibly thin. Its limbs bent at odd angles, too long, its joints shifting unnaturally. Patches of fur clung to raw muscle, stretched tight over bone. Its head cocked, sniffing the air. Then its mouth stretched into a grin, too wide, too human, but not human at all. "Found you!" I ran. Branches tore at my clothes, slashing my skin, but I didn't feel the pain. I only heard them, laughing, their voices shifting in tone, like a child and an old man speaking at once. The trees blurred as I sprinted, my legs burning, lungs screaming for air. I felt them getting closer. The air around me thickened, the smell of decay pressing against my skin. Something cold brushed my back, fingers, long bony fingers. A voice whispered in my ear, but it came from everywhere. "Let's play!" A sharp pain raked across my shoulder, claws. I screamed, shoving forward, my body running on pure instinct. I knew if I fell, if I slowed even for a second, they'd be on me. Then, I saw it. Headlights, a car. I burst from the tree line, waving my arms frantically. Tires screeched, a horn blared. The car skidded to a stop and a man jumped out cursing. I didn't care. I didn't care. I collapsed against the hood, gasping, shaking. He was saying something, but I wasn't listening. I turned back to the trees. Darkness, nothing there. But just before I climbed into the car, I saw them, shapes at the edge of the forest, watching, waiting, smiling. Then the man spoke. "You're lucky," he said. "Ain't safe out here at night." I turned to him, throat dry. You saw them?" He didn't answer. His face was pale, his hands gripping the steering wheel too tight as he pulled back onto the road. I glanced at his rearview mirror. The figures were still there, closer now, grinning. The man drove faster. I never hitchhiked again.